Heavy lake snows off the end of Lake Ontario. Let's get right to the radar and we'll see where that band is right now over the city of Watertown. We're dealing with heavy snow, and it's not so much the heavy snow, and it's the wind as well. It's making driving very difficult outside right now. And look at that, Star Lake. You're even picking up on some of this heavy lake snow. Mansville, Adams, Henderson, Dexter, Barnes Corners, Copenhagen, excuse me. You get the general idea where the heavy lake snow is right now. And this lake effect warning it's valid until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So we're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. 12 degrees at last check. Heavy snow being reported out at the airport in Dexter right now, and also here in the city as well. Look at the winds right now from the west at 25 miles per hour, occasionally gusting into the 30s. And that's making the wind chill, the feel-like temperature, feel well below zero. And there's also a wind chill advisory in effect for wind chills potentially down to 25 degrees below zero. Pressure right now, 3003. It will be on the rise over the next couple of days, and that means quieter weather setting up in the North Country in about 2 to 3 days or so. 14 was the high, 9 the low. There you see the normals. We're not even close to where we should be on the normal high end. Normal low about 11 degrees, so we're pretty close there. Record 61, we set that back in 2008, 20 below the all-time record low set back in 1986. Temperatures pretty much in the single digits across the board. A little bit warmer, say around Clayton, 13, 11 in Governor. 4 degrees in Cranberry Lake, 6 in Messina. Adams currently checking in right at 12 degrees, 5 in Ottawa. It's cold throughout the entire Northeast. 9 above right now in the Big Apple, 12 in Boston. Buffalo enjoying the cold air. They're currently at 7 degrees. Colder still in Minneapolis. They're at 15 below, 11 below in Chicago. 3 below in St. Louis, 25 in Dallas. 66 right now in Miami. The reason this lake effect is just so strong, the air is just so cold at about 10,000 feet up there in the atmosphere, and that's why this lake effect band has been dumping 3, 4, potentially more than that inches per hour, and that trend will continue tonight as well. 55 in San Francisco, 42 degrees out west in Portland. Okay, there it is. High pressure down to our south, giving us that west-southwesterly wind flow, and that cold air interacting with the warm waters of Lake Ontario, giving us the strong to the very heavy lake effect band. Starting the radar forecast at 6 o'clock. Watch what happens around midnight or so. This band takes a little jog down to the south. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it does. And I think for the most part here in the city of Watertown, we'll be dealing with heavy snow for the next 4 to 5, 6 hours before it finally settles a little bit down to the south. After midnight, that band pretty much east of the lake. And by tomorrow, about 10 o'clock in the morning, yes, indeed, back in the city in a much weaker state. And then tomorrow afternoon, it weakens a little bit more and it pushes down to the south over the Tug Hill Plateau. So your snow totals overnight tonight, anywhere from 1 to 2, possibly more feet of snow, and more in the way of snowfall for tomorrow. Your forecast for tonight then: lake effect, snow warning in effect, wind chill advisory, heavy snow, gusty winds, making driving almost impossible, and even some snow in southern portions of St. Lawrence County. During the day tomorrow, that lake effect snow advisory is in effect until 1 p.m. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if the National Weather Service extends that through the afternoon and also through the early evening hours. It'll warm up ever so briefly, and that should, quiet down this band. It won't be nearly as intense as it was, say, during the day today. Now, looking at the extended forecast, Thursday looks nice, 19 degrees, partly sunny. Friday, 32 and mostly cloudy. Rain for Saturday, and it looks like Sunday and Monday will keep the temperatures above the averages for this time of year. And on to tonight's weather class.